Hello, are you pregnant? Are you having a baby soon? Well, the wise thing to do, of course, is to become prepared. And the best way to do that is to attend a really high quality antenatal class, also known as a prenatal class. I've been running them for years. Yep, I've had my own 2 babies, and yes, I've been to well over 150 births over my career. And so I'm in a very, very good position to be able to explain to you and guide you and help you to become ready and prepared and organised for the birth of your beautiful new little baby. And of course, women don't come to these classes on their own, they bring their partner. Bringing partner along and having partner fully included, totally welcome and completely up to speed on what to expect and how to help you and how to support you and things to say and things not to say is incredibly valuable to you. So it's a good idea to book the courses when you're around about 25 weeks, maybe 35 weeks. You can do it anytime you like. You can come earlier, you can come later, whatever works for you. But certainly organising this during your pregnancy will be a massive payoff for you both after the baby's born. And of course, I help you with getting ready for the labour and the birth and the final weeks of pregnancy so that you know what to expect, how to help yourself. And you can ask me any questions at all that you want to. So there may be all sorts of things that are just important to you that you haven't had time to look up, or you did look it up but you didn't feel comfortable with the answer, and so you'd rather run it past somebody who has worked in a hospital, who is a mum, who has been totally familiar with all the changes over the years, completely up to date and able to guide you through. And I do it very gently. I don't swamp you with information. I don't give you negative information. I guide you through in a way that's going to really help you and support you and uplift you. And the idea being, of course, is that you're going to have this gorgeous little baby in your arms. And so you want to look forward to that. And that's exactly what I help you with. Now, for the labour and the birth, the Transition into Parenthood course covers the last few weeks of pregnancy, but then we move into how do you know that you've actually gone into labour? And a lot of people ask that question, how would you know? And if you ask your friends, how do you know that you've gone into labour? Unfortunately, sometimes they'll go, oh, you'll know, which is not any help, is it? It's actually quite negative and it makes you nervous and worried. So I'm the opposite to that, and I will give you very clear answers in language that you can take on board. Yep, you'll understand it and you'll feel more confident because you'll have some good information. So once we've recognised we've gone into labour, then what do we do? How do we support ourselves? What are the comfort measures? What are the ways that you can look after yourself at home until it is actually time and the midwife says, come on into hospital now? And what are some of the things that you want to avoid? Okay, now that might be some medical intervention. It might be a forceps delivery, a vacuum extraction, a cesarean section, an episiotomy. And you might know all about those things. You might know hardly anything about those things. So we can go through that as well. And then I help you to know exactly how to minimise the chances of those things happening and how to have a very straightforward, normal birth. Now, after the baby's born, then you want to know, well, what happens next and what do we do and how do we interact with our baby? How do we breastfeed? How do we look after our baby in the first 12 weeks as a little tiny newborn? What's normal with newborns? Now, you'd much rather learn this well beforehand so the two of you can talk it through and have, you know, the same expectations between you, and you can strategize. So I actually give you a couple of books. This is the first book that I give you, and this one's covering all of pregnancy, labour and birthing, and helps you to prepare. There's millions of checklists in this book. It's actually quite a good book. It helps you to understand, and it will remind you of things that we've done through class. What do I do if my membranes rupture? What do I do if I go overdue? How do I avoid certain things occurring? What do we need to pack? There's a whole page in here for dads, page 78, which is all about what he needs to pack for himself. And then page 79 is for the mums. What does she need to pack? And then the next book is all baby care and parenting, feeding, sleeping, settling, and this is all covered in the Transition into Parenthood course. Now you can do the course in just one day if you prefer, start at 9, finish around 4:30, or you can spread it out over 2 days, and that's certainly what I'd recommend. So if you want to be well prepared and have a good handle on all of the baby care information as well, the 2-day course is kind of the favourite one to do. But it's up to you. If you really pushed for time, or you've left everything to the last minute, or you just want the whole lot in one day, I can definitely do that for you, and I'll be more than happy to help you. The other class that I teach is about, it's also baby care, but for those who are planning a caesarean section. So the caesarean section preparation course is the same as day 2 of the Transition into Parenthood course. So if you want to ask me any questions about any of the courses that I teach, then always feel totally welcome to give me a call. My number's 0401 265530, or you can email me, you can contact me through the website. And you can also personally tailor a class for yourself, telling me exactly what you want, and we can schedule that during the week if you prefer. So I'm very flexible on my offerings, and whatever you need, just give me a call, run it past me, and we'll figure it out together. Have a great day.